day or most special birthday we are burning. I wish it's not burning in our no. Many saw. Person catch on say me do want see. Na me sanso sum. Na senior ya babet na say no kwane de some pana de ma omo. Nti no me sign chiamu and welcome to the educative segment. Make an educative segment no chairman. Across Europe no last week no there were lots of controversies also both in the Champions League, in the Cup Champions League and that of your local league no emu. I feel say me the best start here their proper cream. Then I will end with the tactical analysis of Bayern Leverkusen West Ham and the Atlanta shock on the man Liverpool for at the Anfield Stadium. I feel say Gasperini ne boys no enya antidote to that chaotic side of Liverpool. And no na me de betwa to na me de me analysis ni na agu akwem. So and there a special edition ya chance ya you be call to the controversies at AC. First of all, chairman, let's start with the Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. There were two controversies at AC pertaining nanka was a resulted to penalty. But chairman, make what's now a lot of research who say football is changing, and sometimes if we are ignorant to the rules now, with emotions, no, yet me judging in yama without the proper criteria. But looking at the proper criteria now, I feel say therefore we should do much of education as we the fans, in order to enjoy the other side of the game, which is the technicality. So and then we start with the technical side of the game, and the technical side of the game, we will start with the Arsenal Bayern Munich. Now, chairman, the first incident at ACA was David Raya and Gabriel Magalhaes. Some issue be ACA after ref always so say woman kick a ball and that's almost started build up. David Raya passed the ball to Gabriel Magalhaes. Na Gabriel ordinary far ball no. Or far ball no the two or side pass ball no ma David Raya. Then Bayern Munich players started so more protesting for penalty. Now press conference ni Thomas Tuchel ba out to be shown the anger, the fury say that could have been a match winning situation. But how comes a ref no beat me I can say a petty mistake happened at the highest level. But chairman, a petty mistake. A loophole Mikel Arteta and the boys no are finding in the build-up rule. You see in most of their games. That game no against Bayern Munich no, it's not the only incident at AC, but David Raya and Gabriel Magalhaes, that connection at the momentum, they keep doing it. Why am I saying that? One, chairman, the rules of build-up play, and I say kick in place, say the ball is deemed in play when the ball leaves the 18-yard box. The ball is deemed in play when the ball leaves the 18-yard box. 2, if a Bayern player had challenged that situation, Abra David Raya a pass a ball to Gabriel Odenesaka, it would have been deemed as a penalty incident. Now, see, I can say if the ball is deemed in play when the ball leaves the 18-yard box, this is the case, incidents happen inside the 18-yard box. So if Gabriel Odenesaka ball no etwa on Fumombra, he's within the rules of the game. Now, why is Arsenal doing that? One, it is to enable Arsenal to have a calm build-up. When we say this season, Arsenal play out from the back or the ball not check. It doesn't happen on the consistent basis. Why? It is because of that strategy. Some loophole now in the build-up rules. 2, in order to create more time and space for their players to actually execute their choreography build-up play. And the last one is positioning. Because the very moment I always start to play, our players no position the last time I come and say body positioning is key in modern football. This loophole now my final ebua Arsenal achieve in your man. Now, chairman, another incident happened with Bukayo Saka and Manuel Neuer. Bukayo Saka had the ball on his stronger foot, which is in the left foot. Then on the right foot, Edeko clashe Manuel Neuer. Now, referee knew Dimi situation as not penalty. Yeah. And in Germany, they say during that course, and I said that moment, Bukayo Saka had a break. And talking of that break, no, and no, Emma referee decided to say any penalty. Why the break? Chairman, in a natural situation where Obi didn't want to there's not supposed to be a break. Abra, you had more space to round your opponent in Neuer. Because Wusha, the control no ball no head than the left foot so, which he could have had more time to round Neuer. But Wusha Neuer, when he was coming out, Neuer had a break, but Bukayo Saka a chain. So that break in decision making, one round the player and I said one continue play, but Ojina what just to have contact with Neuer, no, the referee deemed it as not penalty.
Okay.
Now, Chairman, you're him. Yeah, referee. Daniel Lai. Incident BC was South Africa. South Africa found a bonabaso pa with the video assistant referee. In that particular match, no. Or disallow go be. Now go no disallow no. The rule of the game let's say if the entire body of the ball if cross it line it is deemed as a goal. But if ball no tubo ni kiti crowd the line no swa and you go. This incident came after yenya some shot inside the 18-yard box. I hit crossbar no sign C line the chi. But ball no entirely new in room. But from the look of graphics na eba out no with the video editing ni we na eba out no we deem it as say Daniel Lai he has actually done a good job. Na chairman yeko yenim no so Bechem versus Kotoko issue this year in our own local league when Nuruddin challenged for that shots now Bechem striker no shoot here no but all but form no nsa si form na ball no ball nsa referee need a penalty but line referee assistant no ebe catch and say enye penalty why Bechem yenchitimo a simple when a player is falling down na senensa e was supportive mode ebe supporting the body na it is you can't deem that situation as a penalty. So in that case no enye handball. Now chairman yeko yenim no yebwera what actually happened last week. I feel say Bayern Leverkusen have a great manager in their ranks. Xabi Alonso is doing a marvelous work. The chairman talking of that marvelous work na Xabi Alonso you know. Chairman, make sure one more side no. I feel say Xabi Alonso has made a good decision so better now to develop. Because modern trends, any tactics will do go against a low block West Ham no. Chairman, Xabi Alonso is doing good. Then go straight into the game. Xabi Alonso started on paper with a 4-2-3-1 system, but a convertible shape to a 3-4-2-1 system. Now looking at that 3-4-2-1 system, no, one team shapes in general now was a MW shape. Now yeka MW shape no in their first and second phase of build up no, you could see says M shape no eboa omu bebre in achieving a lot of build up situations. Now, M shape no edu baby etimi e change ebe box shape depending on the first line of pressure West Ham for e dey press Bayer Leverkusen for back line no. Now, you could see say that W shape no and no dominating entirely through the game with their progression play and that of penetration play. Now, looking at that MW structure, nobody says why MW structure? The M represents the rest defense, then the W represents the rest attack. So that fusion, no, Xabi Alonso, Eddie share the MW shape, no, together with movement, coordinated movement, any artificial patterns now we're injecting into the team. No, now Bayern Leverkusen now so much unstoppable. Now, Chema no, you could see say do baby no. The game was all about Bayern Leverkusen. With West Ham being in their own half, one more sophisticated, one more power in the sense say frustration at West Ham for you go to a time now West Ham the nine crying car ball for bare 2 minutes. What was actually happening? What exactly did Xabi Alonso do? And one says Xabi Alonso in that coordinated offensive organization versus the defensive organization of West Ham. No, it was the 4-1-2-3 versus the 5-4-1 low block nature of West Ham. Now, you can the 5-4-1 nature of West Ham. No, we could see say or deploy a unique partner Me said that who be that, but I feel Xabi Alonso is on the right upward trajectory. Looking at the 4-1-2 now or the facing that low block nature of West Ham in 5-4-1 no, you could see says how back four no. Granit Xhaka no original back four making it a pentagon shape. Now watch us that pentagon shape now. Whoever presses that pentagon shape no, they have +2 or +1 advantage there. So they have that tactical superiority in their base. Now watch that 2-3 now, that 2-3 structure now it represents that W shape no. Dominate one more offensive play no entirely. Breaking the low block nature of team West Ham. Now, chairman, looking at that 4-1-2-3 shape, no, why did he actually opt for that? It is simple. We call something the minimum weight. You can minimum weight at the moment a ball no ever travel across either side of the pitch. Your friend field tilt. So ball no equal the left hand side. You could see that there is a minimum support. Original touchline also in Grimaldo. So ball also switch equal right hand side. You could see that there is a minimum supporter. In Abrantia needing one more right wing back no. You're gonna need Jeremy Frimpong. Yeah, chairman. The moment so born ebeba central lanes Granit Xhaka ebe hold it onto the ball now. One may try a breaky the low block nature of West Ham now, chairman. In that situation also you could see that there is a maximum support, and that maximum support is guaranteed by Jeremy Frimpong and that of Grimaldo. Chairman, this shows how mature that Brandon Xabi Alonso is actually becoming in the football industry. Chairman, remember no I am but there is one thing I may say, chairman. And I feel say Liverpool one more title challenge is actually in a dreadful situation. Why am I saying that? I feel say Gasperini and the Atalanta boys they had a good antidote. Other Premier League clubs ever try say they will hop on to stop this firing Liverpool side. Chairman, your friend be Sekle Rando. Your car Rando ya the ba ya kase man e friend Abate. Na sa Sekle Rando no how Atlanta fu execute Sekle Rando no in the game in the 18th minute and the 22nd minute particularly. They were able to fuse and I said to sack out Liverpool pressing shape no. And I was really surprised. With such special intervals in that cyclic round, no, I feel say if other teams able to hopping on that cyclic round in their build-up phase, whether the first initial build-up phase or the second build-up phase, a bit what teams need to survive against Liverpool high pressing. And the second one is intense man marking. Senior, intense man marking. Atlanta for the AUC in that game, no. Chairman, I was really surprised with that balance, that coordinated man person. I feel say Gasperini did a lot of tactical profiling about the Liverpool side and Sen Ombabishia in this Europa clash. And I feel say one more body position in Kekempo when they are going in for that man marking, in a lot of phases because shadow marking. If one sees here, it is difficult to execute it. And for Atlanta to execute it at that best, no, I feel say Gasperini was actually up to the task against Team Liverpool. And the last one also, maybe now was how Atlanta for a utilize pocket positioning. So pocket positioning, in the sense that the moment on for me circle round, you could see one player in between the lines of Liverpool personal, in order to just suck Liverpool in and create spaces on the wide flanks or multimedia. Then they got a goal out of that usage of envelopment, in Skamaka. So I feel say Atlanta it shows some antidote. I feel say other teams it's me hopping on.
Okay.
They can actually stop the run of Liverpool.
Okay. And today you're the super legend. But now I want to say Gasperani after the game, I've heard on different we are almost Pesanka, Ruben Almiron no Anka Liverpool Penono. Anka they should see Anka Gasperani beat me up. On the Gasperani why you almost sa or Buomoze we no Ngola.
But Gasperani would be a big gamble on your bad coach there, but on a typical 3-back coach. Say, Liverpool set up ne dia.
And so better match Shana on Waboni, yeah, why not? And now we have results, Aramwa.
Yeah,
and
bad. Gasperani is not bad. On him house home developing players. On that bad. But I feel say modern coaches and modern trade, Ruben Almiron.
the best.
The best.
Okay, and today no, yaw the super legend, the birthday boy, and what to say, the old